Yo, what up? What up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, C for 3. Y'all already know I do this. And I'm here to give y'all a little video, astrology video, what to expect in Pisces season this year, 2023. But AKA is really 2022 because we really ending up everything from 2022. This is one of the last seasons. This is the last season. I say one of the last seasons because if you ask me, the 3 last seasons are Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, right? So this video is what to expect going forward with Pisces season as we really reach the new year astrologically in 2023 when Aries coming. But y'all know right now the calendar says 2023. So this video is about what to expect, you know what I'm saying? It's a water season, you know what I'm saying? It's Pisces, it's a water sign, it's mutable, it's emotional. So it's basically dealing with all the cumulative stuff we've been dealing with all year, you guys. Like everything you've been dealing with since Will Smith slapped the shit out Chris Rock. That was the beginning of 2022, but this is Pisces season. So all the the feelings from that season in May and June, everything is into right now. You can kind of feel the number one thing about Pisces season. They always talk about, you know, it's a season that deals with, you know, sleep, our consciousness, hidden enemies, our private life, you know, things like that. It's a water house. It's the last water house. So, you know, what's the things that we keep like last watery? Like it's our last private house. So you will have your secrets here. You will have your hidden enemy here. You can have your success here because it'll be the combination of what you've been doing all this year. Or you can also experience a lot of karma here also. So, this season is really deep because it's the last water sign, so it's a good cleanse cycle. It's like a rinse cycle. Like I guess if you're thinking about a washer, the last rinse cycle, you know. And I just want to say, y'all, forgive my appearance today. You know what I'm saying? It's been rough on me. It's been a crazy 2022. I mean, very crazy. I mean, I'd have been robbed this year. I'd have been sued. I'd have been evicted. I'd have been job, switching jobs, hustling, paying bills, still paying bills, keeping a roof over my head. I've been homeless halfway this year. So 2022 is very crazy. And I'm also going through my Saturn return. I'm just now making it to 30 years old. So I will be doing a video about Saturn return, how to survive it, you know, the key things you need, because I'm still here, I'm living, but these last 2 years since my Saturn return been hell, because I've been on a good trajectory at the beginning of my 20s. And all this is just per astrology, because based on the aspects of astrology, I have things in a certain fixed house. I have a lot of things in fixed houses, and then I just so happen, you know what I'm saying, just so happened to have Pluto in Scorpio, Saturn in Aquarius. It went through Aquarius. We just got through Aquarius season, so it's been tough on me personally. That's just personal how deep this Pisces season is for everybody. So I can definitely relate to people who might be feeling like a lot of karma going on right now. They might want to shed a tear. And like I say, a lot of things is tear worthy in water seasons. If you're dealing with the Cancer energy, the Scorpio energy, or the Pisces energy, you're going to deal with things that's like, fuck, I can cry about some of this shit, but you don't want to. I mean, sometimes it's good to cry, let things out, like when you go to a funeral, or sometimes you cry for tears of joy, tears of success, like when you finally get that house, apartment, or car, or a degree or something you wanted, you know, you achieve that goal that you wanted. Sometimes those tears are necessary because it's a deep emotion. So without further ado, you know, it's just Pisces, you know. It's a mutable sign. Like I said, it's the 12th house of the zodiac. You know, you add 1 + 2, you get back to the 3. So it deals with that mutable energy of the 3rd house, 6th house, 9th house, and 12th house. I will break down a video about the mutable houses. So right now we're in the 12th house. So it's real spiritual right now. Like I want to say, Pisces deals with witchcraft, spiritualism, religion, mental illness, jails, a lot of the dark things that's ending. Like you had so much karma, you end up in jail, or somebody had so much good, what they call dharma, they ended up being a spiritual leader, or they almost had some psychic powers. I feel like psychic powers come from the Pisces energy and the 12th house. Even if you think about how the word psychic is spelled, it's almost spelled in a way like Pisces, the P and the S energy, you know, it's a thing with that. And even the way the words are written with the P and the S, you know, so that's deeper. But we're going to get into this video using shadow cards to describe what to expect during Pisces season, you know. And I made videos like this before. You go back and check my YouTube. I have other videos about what to expect during Sagittarius season, and also just all my videos about astrology. I'm gonna start dropping videos, try to do it every day if I can. You know, it's a tall task because I told you my life's been crazy. But right now, without further ado, let's get into this. The first thing we're gonna bring into this video, using shadow cards, tarot cards as a reference. I call them shadow because it's like the energy of the tarot cards to me are hidden to a lot of people. It's an occultic knowledge, and if you're able to see into this, it's almost like you're a person that can see into the shadows. You can see things that are coming. You can see into the night vision, as they call it. So the shadow card that deals with the first decan of Pisces, which we're in right now. The first decan goes from 0 to 10 degrees. The first decan of Pisces, we're dealing with the 8 of Cups right now. You see, the 8 of Cups right here is a very deep, very strong card right here. This card right here, when you see this Pisces season, you might think you fed up with a lot of things. You want to run away from a lot of things. Not even run away, but it's time to leave certain things. It's time to be like, man, fuck this job, fuck that person, fuck that relationship. You know, fuck a lot of things I've been going through. You know, he's walking away because there's a lot of emotion in these cups. And like I said, this is a sign of a culmination of the whole year. So you can expect a lot of people right now to be fed up with some things. You can expect to maybe see some relationships break up right now because of watery issues. You can see a lot of people not feeling satisfied right now. Like, just normally, if you're reaching the part right now in the year, and it's cold, I got 2 fucking jackets on. It's cold where I'm at. So even the weather plays a part into this, because the sun is not warming us up. It's not as bright and cheery. We don't have that Aries energy, even though per astrology we have Jupiter and Venus there right now. So it can be a little bit of a selfish pitch to this card based on astrology, but all in all, you can feel like, man, what's been serving me all this year isn't serving me. It's time to move on. What's been serving me right now in Pisces season, it's time to move on. It's time to find higher ground, you know. So the notes I have, you know, you might have emotional setbacks. You know, you might have misplaced trust this year. I understand that because my roommates robbed me earlier this year. So misplaced trust, I definitely feel that I had to leave that place. So maybe you want to leave a workplace. Maybe you can't trust co-workers. You can't trust a manager. I've dealt with that also this year. Going through my Saturn return, it's been crazy, right? So you might ask yourself, you know, reflecting on yourself, have I been putting my energy into the right people, the right things? And you can see this play out almost like you know, right now in the world news and what's really going on. It's kind of quiet right now, Pisces season. There's a lot of watery action. The only thing I can hear is that a lot of people, like I say, politics. Is it time for the USA to walk away from this Ukrainian war that we haven't heard so much about since like the beginning of 2022? Is it time to walk away and see what's the effects of the COVID struggle that we've seen people get shot up? There's been a 3-year study going on, officially 3 years. You know, you might hear a lot of crazy things concerning that. And also beginning off, you know, we saw things talk about UFOs and like, is it time for us to leave Earth because they got people invading Earth? So this energy right here, you know, this 8 of Cups energy is big because change is needed. And I feel like this card makes the mutable action of the Pisces. This is the reason why people say Pisces deal with escapism, alcoholism, drug avoidance, problems like that. They don't face their problems head on per astrology. I'm not saying every Pisces person is like that, but that's like what I say. Everybody has a low vibe energy to them, you know. So the low vibe energy of Pisces is walking away and an avoidance and running away. That's why I was like, I didn't want to say running away, but it's almost like you don't want to be just running away from a couple of responsibilities. You feel me? You want to be leaving this here to be like, I'm going to come back with what's needed to handle the business here. Or if all this is toxic, you have to go. So you have to make that value judgment. So the 8 of Cups is definitely kicking off that mutable, that motion. Let's get the Pisces season going. You know, and myself, I've just been upset about my own situation at the beginning of this season. I was just really fed up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, fuck this, fuck that. I had to quit a job. You know, so I definitely could relate to you guys about that. And this is why I say, as a real and true astrologer, you guys can definitely tap in with me, hit me up for readings. I know I do shadow cards all the time. I do birth charts all the time. You guys just hit me up. All my work going for $7 this year. This is the season. Everything's going for $7 this year, as 2003 is the year of the 7. So please tap in with me if you like this video and like the insight I'm giving you, because I have a lot of knowledge here, a lot of experience points, and I've been doing astrology going on 6 years now, so y'all can tap in. So with that energy, with this guy, let's go to the next card. So with this guy walking away from this and like, man, fuck this, it's a water sign, might be a little emotional, might be a little disappointed. You might be asking yourself, is this even practical what I'm doing no more? Let's go find what else I can find in life. People, place, or thing. Maybe, like I said, a relationship you gotta leave and be like, I can find somebody better for me, more aligned with my values and things like that, what I believe in. So you get to the next card, which is the 9 of Cups, and all together right now you can see the whole auric field change of this card. You see you got the brighter energies up here. You got 9 cups in a row, and this guy's sitting with his arms folded, sitting pretty and happy, like, I got this, like I'm balling. It's the good side of Pisces. This is the higher vibe of Pisces right now. He got a whole cup, ready to serve you. I can drink, I can share some with my mom, my dad, my cousins, my girl, family, whoever won't come get one. I got 9 cups, as opposed to not being happy with what this is right here. So this actually represents the high vibe of like moving on up, finding that reason, that emotional reason. So the movement here might not always be financial, like we see in the Suit of Pentacles, when people like, I'm making this move for money, financial. It might not always be financial here, because you see we have the moon here, and most of my people in the spiritual community, we know the moon deals with emotions, right? So it could be a real emotional time for people, and they just not feeling fulfillment or whatever based on what they've been going through this year. And then you come to the 9 of Cups right here, and it's like, okay, I found what I needed, I'm good, I'm balanced, I can help people, I can give back. I'm looking at my notes over here. All my wishes that came true, my prayers that came true. I feel success. I feel contentment. You know what I'm saying? You have good self-esteem right now. And my bad, I'm doing this in a parking lot right now, y'all. Somebody was watching my video right now. I'm like, I better check me out on YouTube. He was like, what's he doing with the card? But yeah, you see, and that's like a good sign, because people watching me now, hopefully somebody watching this now, and they getting insight off this. But you seeing this right now. So good self-esteem, dreams coming true, the things you've been praying for. Us in the Christian community, people call themselves Christians, there's a thing called push until something happens, pray until something happens, the acronym for push, P-U-S-H, pray until something happens. So this card here, man, you push through. You got through all your battles, trials, and tribulations of this year. Pisces season, the last sign once again. So you really feeling like, yeah, I got enough to share with people. I got enough to share with people. Now, this is a very positive card, and it's very different from this. Like I said, Pisces people are known to have that creative energy. So like I say, this can be a time when you feeling hella creative for something. You just want to share your creative arts with the world. If you've been drawing, music, TV producing, there's a lot of ways to be creative. And I'm a sun sign Leo, so I definitely understand the creative aspects of life, So this card is really bringing in that energy of, sharing your gifts with the world, being content with what you have. This is why, and it's getting closer to spring, so you can kind of, down this time in the second decan of Pisces, so this is when the sun goes in between 10 to 20, you'll be like, oh, I kind of feel it now. Like, it's almost spring. We got through the winter, crazy winter. I probably had car problems, back problems, health problems, food problems, spiritual problems, whatever we have on earth, mental, physical, spiritual, all over. You had problems like that, but you got through it. My football team lost. We didn't make the fucking playoffs. Like, goddamn. But, damn. Good news, we got a trade happen. You a Phoenix Sun fan right now. You like, goddamn, KD just came. KD just came. Like, KD just came. 9 of Cups in Pisces season for them. So when KD start playing, Phoenix Suns fans are going to be like, goddamn, y'all niggas want tickets to the Suns? So... You know what I'm saying? So it's a good time, it's a good time. The only thing about here, you don't want to be arrogant here. You don't want to feel like that and I'm falling into this sometimes. I'm a Leo sun, so I could get prideful about all the battles I beat, all the demons I faced and slayed and shit like that. And especially in Pisces season, when you can feel the evilness and the witchcraft in the air, that's feeling like, man, I gotta leave this shit. These niggas working on me by moon and by night. Now by day, I'm thugging. So No matter how you feel, you don't want to get arrogant here. The red hat, the little pride hat, I'm doing it, I'm thugging, you know, that red energy. You can bring up some of that Aries vibes, that red primal energy, that type of root chakra energy, things that, you know. So you don't want to be too harsh and too arrogant when you get there, because a lot of people are going to start winning all of a sudden, you know. And on the flip side too, it can feel like during this time that you didn't reach this. So a lot of people might feel unfulfilled again. But for the majority of us, and this is why it's almost doing like tax season, doing the majority of us, it's like a leveling up card. It's almost like a motherfucking reward for all the shit you've been through this year. And it's not just all the way, like I say, a monetary, physical reward. You can think about this in so many ways and levels, almost like an emotional reward, based on Pisces being mutable water. So this is where you get mutable. Mutable deals with ups and downs. Shout out to my Virgos, my Geminis, and my Sagittarius people. Y'all understand mood swings of other people. The mutable signs can kick into understanding how people have ups and downs. You feel me? That is mutable sign wisdom and insight right there. We all have our ways of insight and spirituality and how to think about things. But this is definitely a good card if you was to get this in any reading. So you can expect, even you might expect the government to be a little bit more nicer, or saying that so many people got this much money back, or this is good for the consumer and this is good for the people. You know, certain people got cheated out this job and they have to pay them. Just expect good news in the collective that you don't expect all the time. So let's go on to the next tarot card, and let's just transition right into it, because it's like this card on steroids, like literally the Ten of Cups. Literally, you add one more cups to that 9, and it's almost like you're doing so good right now. You don't even need to be arrogant. You're sharing it with family, friends, the community. You got land. You got a balance of earth, land, water, fire, all these things. You know, you got a rainbow there. You know, when you see a rainbow in real life, most people stop and stare, and you're in awe of the creator here, because it's like, this is a good day. Even though it was raining earlier, rainbows tend to come after the rain. So shout out to, once again, we getting the motherfucking signage of mutable language, mutable water. We're getting the emphasis of it, you know. And if you know, in the Bible represents the covenant that God made between, I want to say it was Abraham and himself, that he would never flood the world again. Maybe it was Noah. Maybe it was Abraham. I'm getting my stories mixed up. It was Noah in the flood, but I want to say the rainbow even came before that. But either or, this is a sign from God that he loves us. It's a covenant that he loves us. It's a covenant per Christian talk, theology. You know, I know everybody believes in certain things these days, but it's funny, if these people weren't Christian, do they know the symbolic meaning of the rainbow? Do they understand that that's the gift from the creator, the nature above us, the one who created everything, showing us that I got y'all. I created the color schemes. I created the patterns. I know what's going on. It's a great card. You see a family on here, have kids, be great, prosper. Even if you had nieces and nephews, you sharing with people in your family. You sharing with the youngest. You giving back to the young ones. You're not a person who may be arrogant. I don't even want to give this shit back to kids. I don't want help. I don't want to help my community or nobody. You just know you did good, and now you kind of arrogant with it, and you saving your shit. You know, mutable signs. You can go from having low shit, the lowest of mutableness, a little bit over the top moderate level of mutableness, and you could have so much that we have this thing called being abundant, that you know you could create more. You have a whole family. You have what they call a legacy. You have a dynasty. You have land. You have people in your community who probably support you. So the 10 of Cups, and it's the 10. So in every deck that's in the shadow deck, they all stop at 10. So when you get to 10, it's almost like you completed a mission. And like I said, this is the last sign in the zodiac. So when you get to the 10, it's almost like, okay, you can definitely feel like it's about to be springtime. It's time for a new mission. I completed what I had to do this year. I got my tax right. I got my money right. Or even if it's not even about that, you had all that. So this year was a spiritual journey for you. You completed it. You've been through your ups and downs. You got there. Or this year was a year you were single and you couldn't deal with certain people, so you loved yourself more, self-love for men and women. Or you found that perfect relationship. Whatever it is, if you've been harvesting that energy the right way this year, you've been manifesting it the right way this year, you've been seeing shit since the gate, you've been seeing fuck shit since that, and then you got here, even after not being arrogant, this card really shows that this Pisces season, we can see the culmination of a lot. And the worst thing I can say about this card is that, you know, you can just see people feeling like they not happy. That's it. You can see people not fulfilled right now. You can see people not content. You know, it's kind of inkling here, but when we get to the end next to Aries, which is why Aries deals with so much anger and force and let's get it, let's go. Fuck that. I'm about to get it this year. Cardinal energy is because of the mutable up and down. So a person might not feel like I got all the way up on my high horse like I needed to at the end of the season, the end of the cycle, because it is a water sign. So when we think about water, sometimes we think about it in a negative, like, oh, water signs are, you know, sensitive, or water signs take things personal, they're always leaving, or blah, 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 because they got emotional. But think about water. When you feeling good, you need you something to drink. It's a hot day, that water hit, then you be thankful to the Lord for that water. When you want to go swimming in a swimming pool, that right water hit. The right water hits. The right water hits. That's the message. I feel like God just told me the right water hits, and that's what you're gonna understand with mutable signs. And this is why people say Jesus might be a Pisces based on working miracles and being the last sign of the zodiac. A lot of people represent Jesus with the sign of the two fishes. You know what I'm saying? He showed this kind of energy when he broke the bread and the fish. So you understand how deep that summation go, breaking down the bread and the fish and fed it out to people. I mean, it's kind of like this right here. God is like, y'all my people, I love y'all. We can eat, we can be married, we can be happy, we can do this, you know? So you might expect to see a lot of Jesus program maybe come out in Pisces season. You might check out the occult, you know what I'm saying? Talking shit about Jesus. You might check out the occult, trying to make you not feel good about your family and your home life. So you might see a lot of things like that happen. And to wrap this video up, you know, because I've been taking long, it's a 20-minute video already. Look back at my notes, you know, and the whole flavor of this, you want to make sure you seeing things the right way right now, because we all know Pisces people ruled by Neptune always deals with this traditional thing of delusionality, all because of this card here. You know, and not all because of the card here, but this is just the energies of the universe. This is what we all pick up on. This is based on astrology, the planets in the sky. We live on a planet, whatever that is. We see stars, whatever that is, and whatever this is. So we just adding it up. We trying to see what's in alignment. You know, Lord be with us, and Lord be whatever who see this video. And we all just trying to align our lives out here and figure this thing out, you know. Most glory to the Most High, you know. But this whole season is flavored by the Neptunian card of the Hangman that rules Pisces. You want to make sure that you're seeing things the right way. You know, you want to make sure you're seeing things the right way. You want to make sure that, see, even though you hanging in suspension here, you know, is he hanging upside down or is he hanging right side up? You know, illusions are perception. Illusions are perception. Because look, there's a halo around his head. So remember, you get back to that abundant energy here. So it's like, I know how I could transmute myself and get up out this situation, or I know that people are like playing the game on me, or I know this is awareness and enlightenment with the Hangman. So right now, if you tapped in and shit, you can see a lot of mistakes in the government if you believe in that type of thing, per conspiracy theories, or you can see how it's harder for quote-unquote black people to make it. It's harder for quote-unquote certain women to make it, or certain demographics, or certain Jewish people, or certain Italians, or certain Africans. Whatever you feel, like I said, it's still personal. You know, we all have our own trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? We don't put nobody down because we all in this. This is a collective conscious sign. So whatever you feel like your illusions might have been anywhere from friends, family, anywhere around that zodiac wheel, your job, your health. I've been lying to myself. I ain't been eating good all year. I got to change that. Or I've been lying to myself. I ain't been keeping it real with my partner. I've been lying to them about what I've been doing. I need to be real. So whatever that Hangman is, you will feel it in Pisces season. It's like, what was working even back in Scorpio season when you have more of a fixed drive and a fixed psychic nature going on? It's like, something don't feel right. It's because the Hangman is trying to get everything in alignment before the next season comes. So, you know, you want to release old patterns, you know what I'm saying? And you want to have a better sense of timing and intuition. Like I was saying, yeah, you can feel your intuition kind of, I knew if I went today to work in the snow that so-and-so was going to happen because it was snowing, and I just didn't trust myself. So this is a card of almost trusting yourself to think right side up. This is almost why you see Pisces associated with some mental illness, or people don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they're the type of people who know how to articulate the best, but best believe if a Pisces person can put everything into legible words, don't be surprised that they actually seeing things right side up, you know. Funny thing about this, per basketball, there's a basketball player named Luka Doncic. He's a sun side Pisces. He looks unathletic. He look like he can't play, look like he can't shoot, like he'll be out of shape. But on the flip side of things, he is one of the best basketball players and a hangman jester of everything is not what it seems. Pisces energy, the magician energy, not the, well, you can't say the magician, that's more mercurial energy, but the Neptunian side of the magician energy, which is why he does have a chalice and a cup in the traditional magician card. It's just, you know, believe in the unknown a little bit, but make sure you got a right, just highness, precept, mindness, and awareness, and then know what you're doing. Because the fucked up thing about this is that the government and people can have you in limbo. L-I-M-B-O, limbo. You think it's a UFO, or you think it's a war, or you think it's Joe Biden, or you think it's Obama, or I don't know, it's just motherfucking, you know, Al-Qaeda again. Like, so you just got to watch for the occultic people playing a lot of games on you in this season, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, there's a rapper right now named Rod 49. I think he's a fucking clone right now. I think it's a whole hangman thing going on right now. Oh, yeah, watch for all the Pisces connected rappers right now and athletes, because they're basically going to be the celebrities that's kind of in a hangman moment. And if I'm not mistaken, Rihanna is a sun sign Pisces, so I'm not surprised that she's in the news or she's doing Super Bowls. This a lot of rituals for Pisces right now, because they still need their star on stage to hang a suspended judgment to cast certain spells on how we walk, talk, and drink. And look, I wear team stuff right now, so, you know, like the Bible says, you want to be in the world, we're in here, but you don't want to be of the world. So you always want to keep your own personal enlightenment. You know, let the world think one way, and you always got to try to balance it out with your own way of thinking. That's why I love astrology, because it proves that we all have our own gifts and talents. We all have our trials and tribulations. But this Pisces season, don't get hanged by stories and conspiracies. Don't get hanged by your emotions. Don't get hanged by being in toxic situations that you can't leave, you know. Don't be hanged by, you know what I'm saying, you know, Nine of Cups energy right here, thinking you have too much, thinking you got the biggest tax return, you can't have nobody else, or you feeling like you can't be touched, nothing can happen, you know, or thinking, you know, just don't be on the high horse, but you're going to be feeling good. Shout out to feeling good, because nobody wants to feel bad. And, you know, do not be hanged by thinking everything on the top of life in your family life is perfect, you know. Make sure you keep the right emotional balance there. This is the Ten of Cups. This is a card about balancing. And this video went a little longer. I just wanted to go in on that stuff for you guys, because it's been a while since I did a video. This is the end of the year, astrologically speaking. Most people know that. You know, I'm looking rough. It's been a crazy year. I'm trying to get back fresh. But I'm a warrior. I'm a survivor. This is spiritual warfare. We do this. Like, I'm a hooper. I'm a baller. Trust me, you ball up, you play hard. We do this. You know, it is a thing to do. Like, we do this, right? So most definitely you just want to vibe high this Pisces season. It's a lot of water. We got a full moon in Virgo coming up on March the 7th. We're not gonna have water again till the summer, so you definitely want to feel your way around this one. You definitely want to get your intuition and shit back on point right before Aries come. You could be like, I'm ready for Aries season. Like, I'm not hanging myself, I'm good, you know. But overall, this is a great season. As a Leo, it's not one of my favorites because it's cold as shit. It's a little emotional. But I do fuck with the fact that we're going to feel like we have more compassion for each other in a collective conscious way. So I'm not going to make this video too long. I want to stop it before 30 minutes, you guys. But if anybody want to read and hit me up, you know, hit me up on IG. You know, my IG is Seed Hoops. You know what I'm saying? HOOPZ, Seed Hoops. Like you see in my name on YouTube, Seed for 3. But Seed Hoops at IG. You know, Seed Hoops on Facebook. Well, no, not Facebook. Just Seed Hoops on IG, you know. I got something else on Facebook. But hit me up on there. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit. You know, yeah, just enjoy this video. Enjoy the day. It's fucking snowing where I'm at out here in New England. It's fucking cold as shit, but I'm from the South. So I got a little southern twang to me. I got a little southern intuition to me. I'm picking up on that. And don't forget about home. Do not forget about home. It's not a heavy 4th house card, but don't forget about home. Don't forget to check in with home. I'm a person that's far away from my people. I need to check in this season. They can definitely feel that. So vibe high, the seed for 3, man. Pisces season. What to expect 2023. You did.